So it's looking like Devin Haney had a little something to say about the fight between Bivol and Better Beef. And I think sometimes you gotta stay quiet. But what I notice about Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson is that they like to only make comments in, regards of them justifying their own situations. And this is what I find hilarious, right? Now let's cut the music off. Yo, DJ. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it. Devin Haney takes the X app, formerly known as Twitter, and he says, close fights, not robberies. Right? Now, I'm sure many of you guys are probably wondering, like, why is this a big deal? Well, like I mentioned earlier, we got Devin Haney and like Shakur Stevenson and certain fighters that like to only make comments about things when, it low-key relates to a situation that they went through. So they want to use somebody else's situation to help their situation out. You know what I'm saying? For example, Shakur Stevenson to Zayas' performance, saying, Zayas does what he got to do to win and whatever the case is. Knowing damn well, low-key, he's talking about, trying to add more credit to his performance. And Zayas' performance compared to Shakur Stevenson's performance is like night and day. Zayas' performance was, engaging, activity, sweet boxing without having to always take the back foot, but utilizing footworks and angles and, dips and shit to find the right openings and avoid punches. You know what I'm saying? This scenario, we have Devin Haney saying what he said, from what I showed you, saying that, not close fights and robberies. Because if y'all remember, he had a couple close fights, but one that sticks out the most is the Loma fight, right? And this is what that's really applying to, is that Loma fight. That's what he thinks he's slick. And he's trying to say, to try to defend his situation. Hold up, what the fuck I just do here? All right, my bad, G's. He tried to justify his situation with this one, saying close fights ain't robberies. He tried to make it a general statement because he knows damn well they robbed Lomachenko of his victory. Why else, right? Why else would he come out saying close fights ain't robberies when he could just say, he could literally just say, close fight. It was a good close fight. But why is it that he had to bring up the robbery situation? That was the first comment he spoke on regarding to that fight. That's the craziest thing that I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing he says, close fight, not robbery. Close fights, not robberies, right? That's the first thing he had to say. I don't understand. What was your purpose of saying this? Robberies. Why didn't you just say close fight? Now you're saying that means low key you knew it was a robbery. Either that or you knew you guys robbed Lomachenko. This is why I can't stand fighters like Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? I respect his, commitment to the sport when he does stay on focus mode and does what he got to do. I respect all these boxers, these professionals. You have to. You could die in that ring and they take risk every time. Just ask Devin when he almost got really beat down bad. Well, not really, but when he got beat down bad by Ryan, that was pretty bad beating. But, to elaborate, you got to respect these guys because at the end of the day, credit to Devin, he did get up. I hate how he handled the situation. But at the time of the fight, during that fight, he got up every time. So I got to give him credit where it's due. And, we promote the Warriors on this side. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We like the Warriors on this side. And I like Devin Haney's Warriors side until he stopped being a Warrior after the fight. During the fight and after. During the fight, he was a Warrior by just getting back up. But after the fight, it's like that Warrior mentality went out the window. And he don't even want to go back to his Warrior ways to fight Ryan Garcia. And now I'm on some.
This is Sparta!
You know what I'm saying? I'm not falling for the BS, bro. We not falling for that. I'm not digging that, and I'm not falling for it, bro. I don't like when these fighters have something to say when they're not the best practices of what they're saying. And I got to make this clear. Close fights and good fights are two totally different things. Do you understand what I'm saying? Close fights and good fights are two totally different things. An example, Canelo versus Berlanga. I considered that to be a pretty good fight. Was it a close fight? Nah, I wouldn't say it was a close fight. I think it was, even if you take the knockdown away from Canelo, he still was winning convincingly against Berlanga, right? But it was a good fight. It was entertaining. It was good. You know what I'm saying? Beterbiev versus Bivol. It was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Was it close? Hell no. It wasn't close at all. I don't know, like, if you guys are counting guard hits, then that's one thing. Then yeah, maybe he won. But you guys gotta understand that they gotta get through the guard. I don't understand, like, none of those punches, hardly any punches were clean by Beterbiev. And I explain this all the time. Just because a person is trying to be the aggressor, it doesn't make him the aggressor. In order to be the aggressor, you have to have some type of success playing the aggressive role. You know what I'm saying? So a person that wants to be aggressive is cool. Okay, you're stepping in the whole time. You're not taking no back steps. You're going in, right? But you're not getting no success. You're not landing no punches flush. You're just walking down. You're just walking your opponent down. But Bivol wasn't getting walked down. Bivol stood his ground many times. And when he did back up, it wasn't a backup as far as, he was running away from Beterbiev. Beterbiev actually ran away from Bivol in that 11th round. When he was coming back towards the end of that round, but within the last 5 seconds, I would say maybe 2-3 seconds, he was on the back pedal for real. Bivol was never on the back pedal on some like, yo, we out. He was just more on some like, guard up, move around, let him get his work off, and I'm going to try to capitalize off it when I see an opening. That's what that was. If he was really hurt, you would have seen his head go crazy. You would have tried to avoid, but he stood his ground. So how can I consider Beterbiev the aggressor if even when he attempted to be the aggressor, he wasn't getting the job done? He wasn't landing cleaner punches. Bivol was actually throwing activity. He was going out there. So when I heard Devin say that, it was just like, bro, it's obvious. And then, obviously he's Muslim, Beterbiev's Muslim. They're going to have that connection. I get it. Like, two Christians probably would have connections, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get into the religious stuff like that. But what I will say is that I'm not really digging that. This is why I can't really rock with Devin. At least one thing I will say is that Shakur Stevenson, he himself can admit that this was a robbery, because we all know that was a master class by Bivol himself. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole coverage on this for the Pan Con Cafe podcast E4. We just did that earlier, but guess what? I was just cracking codes in that joint, and people didn't like that. YouTube didn't really like it, and one thing was for copyrights, but then everything else was just crashing out. I thought they was coming after me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was cracking too many codes out here. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is that, see where we at. Devin Haney needs to sit back, get focused. Let's see you come back for a fight. I keep saying he's not coming back. He still hasn't. And I'm looking forward to it, but I know he's not coming back. We're still waiting on it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on. Hopefully he comes back and somebody could teach him a bigger lesson, and hopefully they stay on point with these tests, because that test had to be tampered with. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. People say, oh, he cheated. He's on this right now. You make yourself look foolish. How? You guys are making yourself look foolish, because you guys are only looking at one thing. He cheated. How did he cheat? He popped positive for steroids. It just gets annoying. You know what I'm saying? Tell Devin to do something about it. How about that one? It's really cringy at this point. And then you got Devin saying this dumbage, close fights ain't robberies. Bro, we know what you're trying to say. Loma whooped that ass, bro. A smaller fighter whooped you, and you got blessed with the victory. And you're trying to make it seem like it was a close fight. So you want to use their situation to help credit your situation. But that's not happening, bro. We not stupid. We not blind, bro. We got to cut this out. Anyways, we're going to leave it like that.
Hold up.
This is the universal favorite to fight fans from all nations. Thank you for tuning in to VIC SZN Sports, the #1 source for combat news and creation.
Toma, huepa, chacho. Pa que
I had a little
sepa,
glitch going on.
puñeta.
What's going on? Yeah, man. Make sure to smash that like button from your boy. Real quick, though, we're going to go into a commercial break before I end it all off.
We'll return after these messages.
You poopy? Oi, fool. No! Man, we only got one diaper. Yo, we only got one diaper left. Yo, support your boy and donate so I can re-up on more diapers. You know I got mad kids. I need your help. Please help me shut down. There you go. That's the donate. We got the link in the whole subscription. Description. I said subscription. What the fuck? In the description, you know, we got the memberships. We got the merchandise. Check it all out. I appreciate y'all support. Thank you so much. Before you comment, let me know your thoughts. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can be notified for each one that I drop. I truly appreciate you. And I'll be back when you return. You already know why, cause
VIC SZN got that flavor.
I really meant to say I'll be here when you return, cause
VIC SZN got that flavor.
I ain't perfect, motherfucker. But you know I got that flavor still. You already know what's up. We out though. Toma!